Thank you, everyone. And yes, what a gorgeous day to have this event. So thank you so much to the organizers, and thank you to the audience for being here. My name is Karishma Manzoor. I actually live in Exeter, so over in the Seacoast, deep south. And it's a pleasure to always come to Strafford. So thank you for having us. I'll just tell you who I am. For many of you, you have not met me before. I'm a scientist. I'm a peace activist, and I'm a progressive Democrat, which is something we really need in this country. I went into science to help improve people's lives, but across the state, I still kept seeing so much pain and suffering. So I moved into the nonprofit sector. I was on the board of Open Democracy Action. We were trying to get big money out of politics because that is the greatest threat to our democracy. I was also on the board of New Hampshire Peace Action because this war economy is destroying our communities, killing millions of people across this world, and also causing the climate crisis partially. And I'm currently still on the board of New Hampshire Ranked Choice Voting because we need to bring ranked choice voting to New Hampshire. So I went into science to help improve people's lives. I went into the nonprofit sector to help improve people's lives. But I still kept seeing so much pain and suffering from failed domestic policies and failed foreign policies. So I'm running for the United States Senate for several reasons, but I'm just going to highlight just a few. We need livable wages in this country. We need livable wages. One full-time job should be enough to pay for food, housing, and healthcare. Yet the minimum wage has been stuck at $7.25 an hour since 2009. No Republican ever tries to increase it, and many Democrats also have stopped this from increasing. And this is unconscionable. I've met so many people across the state who are working 2-3 jobs, struggling to make ends meet. So my promise to you, when I get to the United States Senate, I will fight for livable wages so that one job alone should be able to afford food, housing, and healthcare. The other thing that we're seeing all around us is ICE terrorizing our communities. We saw what happened in Biddeford, Maine recently. ICE is acting like a rogue paramilitary force, but the reason they have been empowered is because of the Lake and Riley Act. That it was a racist, xenophobic act that was forced into law by the MAGA Republicans and Donald Trump. Unfortunately, too many Democrats also supported it. If I was in the Senate, I would never have supported the Lake and Riley Act. And that is something that actually distinguishes myself from my opponent. So I would like you to understand that the Lake and Riley Act should have never been supported by any single humanitarian. Unfortunately, now it has become a law, and that is the reason ICE is able to terrorize people, grab them, take away due process, and ship them to a third country. That actually constitutes crimes against humanity, and we should all be shocked and horrified by what's going on. So my promise to you is we must abolish ICE. Another reason that I'm running is we need universal health care in this country. Millions of Americans do not have access to health care. Millions of Americans. And we lose over 50,000 Americans each year from lack of health insurance or underinsurance. In the richest country in the world, it is unconscionable that we do not provide universal health coverage for our citizens. Of the 33 developed nations, 32 provide universal health coverage. Only one doesn't, and that's us. There's a wonderful piece of legislation called Medicare for All. Yet, not a single Republican ever co-sponsors it, and some Democrats also don't co-sponsor it. And that is the reason it is not passing. My promise to you is I will fight for Medicare for All because we need universal health coverage in this country.
Yes.
And the fourth reason is we need a foreign policy based on national interest and national security and not the whims of a foreign genocidal government. We need to absolutely care for our citizens, bring those billions of dollars instead of bombing people overseas, bring that back and help our public education, our rural hospitals, our community centers, fix up our roads and bridges, and invest in our communities. That is something we must do. Over the course of the last 25 years, US-made weapons has either directly or indirectly killed 5 million people across this planet. Just think about that for a moment. 5 million human beings have died over the last 25 years because of US-made weapons, either directly or indirectly. You and I paid for that. Did our lives improve over the last 25 years while we were out there killing 5 million people? No. Why is that happening? Because too many members of our Congress are answering to war profiteers, big tech, big oil, foreign lobbies like AIPAC. So my promise to you is, I will never take a cent from any special interest groups, any super PACs, any corporate PACs, any foreign lobbies like AIPAC, not a single cent. My job will be to answer to the people of New Hampshire in the United States Senate, and that is my promise to you. So my friends, please look up my website. I know that a lot of folks don't know me, karishmaforsenate.com. And of course, I would love to get to know all of you as we wrap up this event. Again, we need livable wages. We need Medicare for all. We need to get big money out of politics, and we need a foreign policy based on national interest and national security. And that is my promise to you. So thank you so much.